Hello everybody, we are live for Fusion Pilates, our Saturday afternoon Pilates class. So hopefully you're going to be joining me in the next few minutes. We'll let the class load in, and as people come into the class, we'll just have a few minutes to settle into our class and leave what we were doing behind and come and join in. So all you'll need today is a mat, and no props necessary, just your mat and your own body weight for this class today. Hi Joanne, how are you doing? Great to have you in class. People are coming in to class now. I know we're coming up to 4 o'clock, and all we need is a mat, your own body weight. You don't need any props today for the Pilates class. We're going to get started in just a minute, and once we get started, we'll go for about 40-45 minutes for the class today. We're going to get a total body Pilates class. So for those of you who are new to Fusion Pilates, Pilates is typically taught on the floor. It's a mat-based workout. And so what we're going to be doing in the Fusion Pilates is we're going to bring some of the floor exercises into standing so that you do what I would like to term integrated core. So you work the whole body, and the core works to stabilize your body as we go through it. So for some of you who've done Pilates, more traditional Pilates mat classes, you'll see the difference between traditional mat and what we're going to be doing today. So we're going to start on the floor, and then we're going to work our way up, and then our way back down again. So let's start on the floor on your mat. So coming to a seated position, and with the feet a comfortable distance apart, right, roll back onto your mat. Oh, that should feel good, right? It's like I'm rolling back. So we're just going to wake up the spine and get some movement through the hips, the pelvis, the torso. So from the tailbone, roll through the pelvis. So you tuck the tailbone underneath you, and you press the low back towards the floor. And as the low back presses down, you start to roll up into a shoulder bridge. And at the top of that bridge, your weight is across your upper shoulder girdle. Inhale here. As you exhale, sink your back rib cage down towards the mat, then your low back, and then your pelvis rolls out underneath you. And then let's tuck the tailbone again, roll up through the spine, and roll through all the way to the shoulders, and then sink your back rib cage, roll down until your pelvis comes back to the floor. Now let's add the arms. As you roll up, let the arms extend overhead. Take a deep breath in, and then as you exhale, let the back rib cage sink down. Really feel the abdominals pulling in as your hips come down, the arms float back down. So roll one more time through the pelvis, arms reaching up, lengthening up. Inhale at the top, and as you exhale, roll down through the spine, all the way down to the pelvis. Good. From this position, take your arms straight out to the side, palms facing up. Come right up onto the balls of the feet, so your tippy toes. Inhale here. As you exhale, take both knees over to one side. And as you rotate, keep the opposite shoulder on the floor. Inhale, using your oblique muscles that diagonally work across the body to inhale the legs up, and then exhale your legs over to the opposing side. So you want to control the lift and control the lower. So you control with the oblique muscles lifting up, and you exhale and lower down. So on the back of your body, inhale, lift, are a group of muscles called your QLs. And these muscles stabilize the pelvis. So when we pull back up again, you're going to feel those muscles contract as we come up, and then we exhale over. One more time each way. Inhale to the center, exhale, and over to the side. And then inhale back to the center, and then bring your feet to the floor. Walk your feet about hip or shoulder distance apart. Hands come behind the head. Gently tuck the chin as if you have a distance for a fist between your chin and your chest. And then draw the front rib cage down as you curl up, and then lower yourself down. So you want to exhale to curl up, inhale to lower down. So just now getting some mobility in through the upper back, the shoulder girdle, So we exhale, we curl, we inhale to lower. So just a couple more like that, so we get movement there through the spine. One more time, exhale, and then inhale and lengthen. Let's take the legs all the way up. Flex from the feet, so you push the feet away from you, reach the arms up overhead. Now, reach the hands towards the ceiling, draw the shoulders down towards the mat. So you feel your shoulder blades coming flat against the floor. Right, from that position, open the arms up, inhale up, and then reach overhead. Now, as you do this, what we're practicing is good posture, right? So with the arms going overhead, then in front of the chest and out to the side, we're mimicking what's going to happen when we stand, the ideal alignment of your body, right? So if you were standing up right now, your back of your head would line up with the back of the shoulders, which would line up with the pelvis, would line up with the calves, and go all the way to your feet. Now reach overhead, inhale to the ceiling. As you exhale, curl all the way up. If you get stuck, take hold of your legs, roll up, and come into a forward bend. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, forward bend. Let's do that again. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, forward bend. One more time. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward bend. Good. Then roll up through the spine. Hands come behind you. Turn the fingers sideways, and then lift the chest, gaze up. And then exhale, flex the spine. Inhale, lift. So again, remember, this whole series is just to awaken the spine. Breathing through it. Good. And then coming center. Come to cross-legged position, and we're going to go into a lateral flexion. So reach one arm over to the side, inhale to the center, exhale to the opposite side. So inhale up, exhale over. Two more times. Inhale up, exhale over, inhale up, exhale over. This last time, inhale up, exhale over, inhale, and bring the legs out in front. So sitting up nice and tall in your sitting bones, arms reaching straight out to the side, keeping your sitting bones down, rotate to one side, inhale to the center, exhale to the other side, inhale to the center, exhale, rotate, inhale. So you want to rotate your rib cage over top of your pelvis. So the ribs move, the pelvis stays stable. One more time, inhale here, exhale, roll the shoulder blades back. Come around onto your hands and knees. And as we come into the hands and knees, arms directly underneath your shoulders, so that the wrists underneath the shoulders, arms are vertical, thighs are vertical. Take a deep breath here, in, and as you exhale, tuck your tailbone, curve the spine, and round out. So the chin comes in towards your chest, and you scoop into the abdominal wall. And then you inhale and lengthen and gaze forward. And we exhale, tuck the tailbone, curve the spine, and inhale, create length in the spine. Good. Now find your neutral back. It's the position between those two extremes. So we're neither rounded or extended, but we find a place where we've got a slight lumbar curve, abdominal wall is lifted, and you're going to take your right leg straight back. The toes are touching the floor for now. You're going to take your opposite arm, left fingertips forward. Slightly tuck your chin, and then just lift and lower. So arm and leg lifts, and as you lift the arm and the leg, we keep stability in the center of the body. So our work is not the lifting and lowering of the arm, but staying stable in the core body. Good. One more time. Lift up, hold here. Now bend the knee of the lifted leg. So the heel goes towards the ceiling, and you're going to tap the knee down and lift. So you're pushing up through the back of the leg, the hamstring and the gluteal. Imagine you're trying to press the heel into the ceiling without losing the stability or the positioning of your low back. Last 4, in, 3, in, 2, you got this, one more. Now hold that leg up in small pulses up. So you're pressing up into the heel, pressing through the gluteal. You're going to start to feel the muscles in the back of the body working. Keep it up. Last 8, 7, 6, you're not done. Almost there though. 3, 2, 1. Now, take that knee that's lifted, touch the calf of the opposite leg, and then out to the side. So calf, out to the side. Calf, and lift. So now we rotate through the hip, waking up the hip. Oh. At any time, you can take that lifted arm back down. Last 4. 4, lower. 3, lower. 2, last one, and lower down. Walk your hands out in front, hips back, child's pose, stretch it out. Now take a release on the wrist, especially the wrist that we were just holding ourselves up with. We got the other side to go. I'm going to face you just so you can see what happens to the leg when we go out to the side. So I'll come around, but for now, come into your cat stretch. Round out the back. Then inhale, create length. Exhale, round out the back. Inhale, create length. Hold it there. So opposite arm now. Left leg, right fingertip. Right? So hold stable, lift the arm and the leg. So we're just going straight up on this set. Straight up. So lifting up, feeling the back of the shoulder all the way down the spinal column to your gluteal. Hello, we have more people coming into class. Great to see you here. Pick it up wherever you came in. I don't know if I started a little bit early today. Maybe. All right. Or maybe you were just running a little late. I don't know. So keep it going. So we're working that leg. We're lowering and lifting as we go. All right. That. Woo. That. And now come up, hold. Bend the knee of the lifted leg. Arm in line with your ear and lower the knee down and then push through the heel. So you push up through the heel. Good. Breathing through it. Again, as you push, feel control through the muscle. So the muscles create the movement rather than the leg just going up and down. You almost want to feel like the air is heavy and you're pushing the air up, you're pushing the air down as we go. Good. Now, take it up, small pulses, and again at any time, take that hand back down. But if you can hold it there, hold it there. My hamstring's talking. It's yours. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Now this is where it gets fun. Cross it over to the opposite calf and then out to the side. So we're working mobility of the hip as well as stability of the hip. Cross, lift. In the center body, we're going to try and keep the back neutral, keep our alignment of our spine as you do it for 4 more. So I'm turning this way so you can see how the leg goes out to the side, then to the calf, out to the side, to the calf. 1 more. Lift, bring it down, hand down, and rest. Ooh, that probably created a little bit of heat in the body, which is good because that's where we're going next. Good. From here, shift your weight forward, spread your hands into the floor, curl your toes under, lift up, press back, downward facing dog. In that downward facing dog, let's roll through the feet. Get some mobility, range of motion in the backs of the legs, breathing through it. That. Good. Heels come down, hands walk back towards your feet. Good. And then from here, bend the knees just enough to release the tension in your low back and the back of the leg. Round through the spine, all the way up to standing. Good. Take a deep breath. Inhale, raise up. Exhale, bring the hands down. We're going to go down the Pilates push-up. Roll down through the spine. Curve the spine. Bend the knees as much or as little as you need. Walk your hands forward onto a plank. From here, lower down, hugging the elbows in. 1, 2, 3. Exhale, push up, walk back. 3 steps to walk back, and then roll up. All the way up. Let's do that again. Inhale here. Exhale, curl down. Walk out on the mat. Lower down. 1, 2, 3. Exhale, up. Walk back. Roll up. Okay, we're going to take that to a single leg balance. Some of you did this with me before. Okay, I'm going to go facing you so you can see what's happening. Lift 1 foot, level the pelvis. So the focus is to keep the pelvis level. So remember when we were on all fours and we had that one leg up in that 90-degree bend? Same thing. Inner thighs stay together as best you can. Here we go. Try it out. Roll down. Good. Walk it out. 1, 2, 3. Lower down. 1, 2, 3. Push up. Keep that leg lifted. Walk back in. Inner thighs glued together. Roll up. Ooh. How'd that go? Did we get there? Lower that leg down. Try the other side. So you're going to come into that leg curled up. That's a tough one, right? Leg curled up. Once you have it curled up, start to roll down. Roll through the spine. Once you get to the floor, try and keep your inner thighs together. Walk out. So you walk out into your plank. Once you come to your plank, you're going to lower down on that push-up. You got 3 counts. 1, 2, 3. Push up. Lift up. Walk back. And then roll it up. Whoa, not as good on that side as the other side. Walk it out. Nice work, everyone. All right, let's start in standing. So come to standing. Take your left foot back, just slightly back, so you're on the ball of the foot, of the back foot. And you're going to square up the hips. So we're level for the hips. If you take your hand to your hips, and if you had a leveler, you know, the one with the little bubble that shows if you're level, right? You want to have level. Bubble in the center, which is your navel. Good, so from here, reach the arms up overhead. So we're going to do the swimmer arm from Pilates. So take your left arm forward, your right arm back. Try not to rotate, just the shoulder, and then switch. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. So that's the action of the arm. At any time, your back foot can come back to the floor, but we're going to add balance. So arms come up, left arm forward, right arm back. So we're going to go 3 sets to come forward into a balance. So switch 1, lift the foot. Switch 2, go forward. Switch 3, hold. Hold and breathe. Now hold that balance and start pedaling the arms. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Keep it going. So the arms are picking up speed, and that dynamic motion is going to cause you to want to throw your balance off, but you're not going to. You're stabilizing through your core for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bring yourself up. Knee balance. Whew. Find that balance. Open the arms out to the side. Now with that knee balance, we're going to rotate towards a bent knee. And then come back to the center. Rotate towards the bent knee. Come back to the center. It is not easy. All right, you can keep your eyes forward. That's going to be a little easier. But if your eyes turn with your hands, it's more challenging. 2 more. You exhale to rotate. Same thing we did when we were seated, but now we're standing. Remember I said that was all preparation for what's happening next. Good. Come to the center. Exhale and lower it and walk out. Whew. Good. We have 2 legs, so here you go. I'm going to face a different way so you can see it from a different angle, okay? So let's turn. I'm going to turn side, but just go to the other leg. Find it, level, arms up. Right arm slightly forward to the left, and switch. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Bring it down. So you're trying to keep stability even though the arms are doing that action. Okay, we're going to pivot forward. Here we go. Lift that back leg. 1, 2, 3. Hold here. Good. Now start to pick up the arm action. Inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling. So you really got to stabilize as the body is moving, because the rib cage wants to move with the arms, and you've got to lock into the core. So lock into the core for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Hold, come up, knee balance. Woo. Rotate towards the bent knee. Come back to the center. Rotate towards the bent knee. So you're rotating to the bent knee, coming back. So exhale to rotate. Inhale to center. Exhale to rotate. Inhale to center. 2 more times. Exhale to rotate. Inhale to center. 1 more time. Exhale to rotate. Inhale to center and lower the foot down. Whew, that was fun, right? Okay, so now feet together. We're going to work our balance some more. You're going to take your right foot, press it into the floor. Your left toe comes in front of your left. Now imagine you're standing on a balance beam. So you're on a narrow 4-inch balance beam. Circle that leg back. Circle it forward. Ooh, I'm already tipping. Go back, go forward. Arms can go out, right? So arms can be out as you touch forward and as you touch back. So you're doing this half circle around your body. So the big toe is drawing a line around your body. We're trying not to change the position of the upper body. So trying not to change the position of the upper body as you come around. Okay, now come behind you, place that foot down, and arms come out. Remember the rotation? Now we're going to rotate towards the front leg. Exhale, rotate, inhale, center. Exhale, rotate, Inhale, center. So you are standing on a balance beam while you're rotating, and center. Rotate and center. One more time. Rotate, center, and hold. Pick up the back heel. So now the weight, 100% of the weight is into the front leg. The back toe is really, really light. Okay, we're going to do a curtsy. Curtsy down, and then come up. Oops, I lost my balance. I fell off my beam. All right, come down and come up. All right, so if you need to take some weight into your back foot, take a little bit of weight into the back foot. We'll try and minimize how much weight you take into that back foot, because we're going to lift that leg very shortly, and you're going to see what's happening. Okay, so controlled movement. That back foot is very light as we come down. Now come down, curtsy. Imagine you've got that beam, and you're going to take your fingertips to either side, and then you're going to pick up the back leg out and in, out and in. So here's our little bar series, right? So you've got an external turnout on the lifted leg, and you're kicking it out and in. So the leg comes in behind your calf and then pushes out behind you. Fingertips are touching, and if you need to take your fingertips down into the floor to give you balance, go ahead and do that. Keep it going for 4, for 3, 2, 1. Take that leg back to a lunge, and then bring your body up. Lower your knee towards the floor. So the distance between your feet, I gotta get back on my mat, the distance between your feet is what's comfortable for you to be able to lower that leg down. So we're lowering to the lunge. Body, arms are out. So this is all about rotation. I think you're getting onto this whole program now, right? So we rotate. Center. So rotate towards that bent knee, we stay in the lunge. Good, we're staying in the lunge. Time under tension, breathe into it. Your leg is already tired. Yes, no, yes, yes. 4 more. 3 more. 2. 1 more. Come back to the center. Inhale, step up. Exhale, and walk it out. Oh. Okay, opposite leg. So you're coming onto that balance beam. Touch the toe in front, arms out, you circle back, you circle forward. So the hip just rotates in that joint, right? So it comes around, drawing that half circle around your body. All right, if you are on a hardwood floor, you can drag your toe along the floor. From the yoga mat, your feet stick, so it's not, you have to kind of lift it up as you go around. 2 more. 1 more. Come back. Good. Now with that leg back, lift up on that back heel, and we're going to take our curtsy. Right, so we're curtsy, and we lift. We lower and lift. So imagine, look at your feet. You're standing on that balance beam. Every single time you come up. Right, you come up, hold. 4 more, and then we're going into our hinge forward balance. 2 more. 1 more, and then come forward, bend both knees. The back heel is lifted so that knee can comfortably bend. Fingertips are touching. You're going to lift that leg back. Kick it back, come in. And in. Out and in. Fingertips can come right down the floor if you need support for balance, or try and take it to your nails so that you're really using your front leg to balance you as you kick that leg back. You're almost there. 4. Good. 3, 2, 1 more, and then stand up. Walk it out. All right, so walk out through the feet. Walk it out. Come to the back of your mat. Okay, we're going to come all the way down to the floor. Take a deep breath. Inhale, raise up. And as you exhale, hinge forward, forward bend. Inhale, create length in the spine, and then walk your hands forward. Come into your plank. Shoosh. Right, rock forward onto your toes. Back into your heels. Now every time you rock forward into your toes, lift one leg. So we're going to lift the right leg, point the toe back, lower, left, lower, right, lower, left, lower. So you rock and lift, rock and lift. Shh. Elbows are soft, try not to hyperextend through the elbow. 4, 3, 2, 1, both feet down, shift the weight forward, hug it in, lower all the way down. Right? All right, feet wide, arms wide. So your arms and legs create an X. Slightly tuck your chin. Right arm's gonna lift, left leg's gonna lift. We're gonna pulse. 3, 2, 1, lower. Other leg. 1, 2, 3, lower. Your head just hovers above the mat. A slight chin tuck as we alternate. A diagonal line from opposite fingertips to toes. Pulse. 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. Keep it going. 3, 2, 1. Last one. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to start in extension. Okay, so slight chin tuck. Come up onto your forearms, so your upper body is in a slight extension to start with. Then make your legs nice and long and lift them up just off the floor, just inches off the floor. Good, then lift the arms out. All right, so now we pulse. Right arm, left leg goes 3, 2, 1, left. 1, 2, 3, switch, 2, 3. We never rest between. It's a pulse, 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 lift, lift, lift. Keep it going here. Are you feeling what we call the posterior sling of your body? From opposite shoulder to hip. One more. Good, and lower. Release your hips. So we're going to come into a modified swan exercise. Forearms come to the floor. Inhale, lengthen. Turn your legs so you externally rotate at the hip. What I mean by that is turn the kneecap slightly out, the big toes down. Press the back of your pelvis down into the mat so that you feel the front of your pubic bone towards the floor. All right, keep the legs very active. Good, so from here, we're going to rock forward, right, and lift the legs, and then rock the upper body up and lift the legs. So if you're starting to feel like, I think I could go further, walk your hands further forward. So we rock up, we rock back. And if you're feeling like I've got good range of motion, right, good stability, you can lift the hands, go up, up, 4, 3, 2, 1, hands in, rest. Oh, I know, that was a little bit intense. Soften the knees, walk your legs back in underneath you, push up, press back, stretch it out. Okay, come to your side body. One forearm to the floor. So we've worked the front a lot, we've worked the back, we've worked standing. Now we're going to work the side. So knees slightly forward, feet together, line up your heels with your hips. Press with your forearm, lift up on that bottom rib cage. We're going to start with what's called the clown. You lift the top leg and lower. Take your top hand, create a little resistance. Push down into that leg. All right, so we haven't got any weights, we haven't got any bands to work with today. This is a really great one to do with a band wrapped around your leg, but I can't assume you all have bands. So we're going to use our arm to push into it. Okay, so relax that hand, bring this hand forward for balance, because you're going to go up and lower. And as you go up, you're going to lift. Good, and if you feel ready, take the arm up. And if you feel ready, push down on the legs. You decide. Press, lift, press. Now we're going to target the gluteal. And you're going to either love me or dislike me after this. I don't know. 2 more. Are you feeling it a little bit in the back of the hip? 1 more. Good. Come up, knees together. Take this top arm, reach the fingertips forward at a diagonal, and then reach your leg back in the opposing direction. So top leg reaches back as you reach forward. Good. That you're going to come in, reach, in, reach. Breathe through it. Slightly kick back on that leg. So the leg is going back at a diagonal. You're turning your torso forward, then side. Forward and side. 2 more. 1 more. Okay, now reach out. Your upper body is turned towards the floor. Your leg is lifted, and then just small pulses up. Oh yeah. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, that's 3. We're almost there. 2, 1, and bend it in. Oh, glute, yes. Come around. Opposite side. Okay. Knees bent, it starts out so lovely. You just lift your leg and you lower. It's like, oh, the clam exercise. Now, let me talk about the clam exercise while we're doing it, because a lot of people don't respect it for what it is. This is an excellent exercise to work what is called the stabilizers of your low back. When you rotate out on your back of your body, these muscles kick in. So if you want to, take your one hand, put it back there, and notice what you feel in the back of your body. That's what we're focusing on, not so much the hip, okay? So we're focusing on what's happening in our spine, the spinal muscles, all the way up the spine. Good, now take your fingertip down. I forgot to press. Never mind. Press first. You almost got away with that, but no, I remembered. Okay, so now take the fingertips down just so we get the feeling of this. You're going to lift, open, and lower. So the bottom hip lifts as you open the knee. Then you can go up with a hand or press on that top thigh. So it's like you're trying to close the legs together. You're creating resistance as you close. Shh. Are you getting kind of warm and sweaty? Because I am. Okay, keep it going. Keep it working. 4 more repetitions. 3 more repetitions. 2, 1, come up. Reach the arm out. Stand that leg back. Rotate your torso towards the floor, right? And then come in and reach. Come in and reach. So you rotate the upper body towards the floor, you come in, you go out. Yes, that bottom glute should be talking to you right now. Right? Yeah, it's saying all kinds of things. 2 more. 1 more. Now hold. Now, that back leg lifts. Up, up. Oh. Keep the upper body turned towards the floor. Core is active. That lower glute should be fired for 4, 3, 2, 1, and bring it in. Oh, sit down. So good. Right? So, feet together, knees together. Let's stretch out the back. Just roll back. Stretch it out. Roll up. All right, exhale back. Inhale up. So when you roll back, we want to roll back into the sacrum. So that's the back of the pelvic bone, or the end of the base of the spine, and between the 2 pelvic bones. Good. This time, roll back. Low back stays off the floor. Let go. Hold. Lift the arms up and lower. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Keep going. Your chin is slightly tucked. Your head, 10 to 12 pounds right here. 10 to 12 pounds. Slightly tuck your chin and draw the head back. All right, so that when we are in this position, we are supporting our neck using these large muscles to support you. But you're getting quivering through the core, yes? Last 4, last 3, last 2, last 1. Inhale, raise up. Exhale, forward bend. Let the tension go to your neck, your shoulders. Okay, so we're going to go into a teaser variation from Pilates. So a teaser variation from Pilates. Teaser is a pretty hard exercise. We'll get to there if you'd like. You decide if you want to get to the end exercise or not. So, knees bent, lean back, V-sit. So we just practiced the V-sit, arms out. Okay, so chin slightly tucked, head aligned with your spine, arms go vertical. But your body's still in a nice long diagonal line. Now roll the pelvis. So you roll the pelvis underneath you and you slowly take your body down into the mat. You extend the arms overhead. Now the arms hover over the floor, so we still have activation of these shoulder muscles right there. Okay, inhale to the ceiling, tuck your chin, exhale, drive your heels down and roll yourself up all the way, all the way, all the way, all the way, so you touch the feet. And then inhale up. That's your modified version. Hinge back, reach, roll with complete control. Slow, 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 all the way. Arms reach at a diagonal, but we keep the engagement. Inhale, lift. Exhale, curl. Drive the heels down. Drive it down, 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 and come up. Okay, so you can stay with that. We're going to go one leg lifted. So, leg extends, inner thighs stay together. Kind of like when we did standing. Reach up and roll. Roll, 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 roll. Got it. Inhale to the ceiling. Exhale, curl. Now reach to the ankle of the lifted leg. And then place it down. Opposite leg. Lean back V, reach up, exhale, roll. All the way back. Inhale, exhale, curl, all the way, 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 and rest. Okay, you can stay with that. We have 2 more to go. Next one, lean back, float your legs. Knees can stay bent, or legs can go straight. Okay, let go, lift, roll. Roll, 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 roll. Oh, so fun. Inhale up, exhale, curl. Lift and hold, and rest. 1 more, you decide. What was your favorite one? I'll go the bent knee so you can see what it looks like. Okay, let go, hold, lift, roll, all the way. Good, try and keep your thighs where they were. Inhale up, exhale, curl up. Oh, my thighs are pushing away, trying to help me get up. Good, and reach, and come up. Oh, we're going down. Legs straight. Good. As we roll back, we're doing the roll back, we're going to lift the right leg straight as best you can, depending on your flexibility. Good, point the toes away because it looks pretty. Exhale, roll. Roll, 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 roll. Right leg comes all the way up. It's like your hands are drawing that leg with you. Now, come all the way back to seated. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, and the arms, the distance between the arms and legs, let's try and keep it the same. Curl. And lower. Opposite leg. Inhale, exhale, roll. The leg comes with the arms as if they were attached to each other by a string, an invisible string, right? Good. Inhale, exhale, roll. All the way up. Both legs are on the floor, roll all the way back. Good. Hands behind your head. Keep the abdominal wall in, cross your right leg over your left. Curl and lower. So we exhale the curl, you try and weave your ribs into your pelvis as you curl up. And if you want, take one hand to the abdominal and encourage the abdominals to contract inward and downward. So we exhale to encourage the abdominal wall to pull inward and downward. You're almost there, almost there. Okay. Now, keeping the right leg crossed over the left, right? Hands behind the head or one hand on the abdominal, small pulses up. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1, and roll back. Keep the right leg crossed over. Stabilize the ribs to the hips. So thumbs to the ribs, fingers to the hips. Exhale, draw those 2 points together. Feel bracing of the core as you slide your heels along the floor and lift the legs all the way up. So now the legs are going to go open, close, open, close. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, take the right leg in front. Okay, so as we do that, we're going to add an upper body curl. Okay, so curl up. You're going to go open, close, for 4, 3, 2, and with the right leg in front, and roll back. Okay, so now we're going to curl up again, but the legs are going to step down for 3, step up for 3. So here we go. Curl up, go out, lower, out, hold, go out, come up, out, and cross. Go down 3, for 2, for 1, come up 3, 2, 1, and bend your knees and rest. Okay. Whew. Take the legs all the way out. Left leg crosses over your right. I haven't forgotten. Okay, hands come behind your head. Curl up and lower. So the legs are straight intentionally. So let me explain why. I know, in the olden days, back in the olden days, we said never do a straight leg sit-up because the hip flexors pull on the low back. This, however, is not a straight leg sit-up. What we're trying to do is we're trying to get the abdominals to fire without the legs. So by having the legs straight, the pelvis is anchored, the ribs have to move towards the pelvis. This is teaching them what to do so you can actually curl up in a straight leg curl up. So the abdominals are working rather than the hips. Yes, now hold here. Good. Slide the legs in, stay stable, lift the legs up. Extend up. Head comes down the first one. You open, close, open, close. Now again, hands can come to the abdominal wall and feel the bracing of the core. Almost feel again that resistance as the legs come in, you squeeze. 3, 2, left leg in front, and hold. Okay, so now curl up, same thing. Open, close, open, close, open, close. 2 more, open, close, open, close. Take the left leg in front and rest back. So now we do the 3 steps down, 3 steps up. If you find that it's pulling on your low back, don't step it down. Keep the legs up or bend your knees or bring the feet to the floor. Okay, so here we go. Curl up. Go open, close, open, close, open, come back up. Up, cross, up. Let's go down. Keep the abdominals in. Now, Pilates breath, strong exhalation. Shh. Inhale, shh. Inhale, shh. Inhale, shh. Come down, shh. That exhalation is going to make you nice and strong. Oh, do it again. Up, and hold, and rest. Okay, so good. All right, feet down, feet down. So we started with the bridge. Remember the bridge? We started there. Now we're going to make it a little bit more advanced. So walk your feet together. Take your right leg to tabletop or straight up. Your choice. Move your left heel in as close as possible, but now lift the heel off the floor so you're on the ball of your foot. Hands are on your hips. You're going to try and keep your hips level as you push up and lower. Lift up and lower. So your work is to try and keep the hips level as we go up and as we come down. Shh. Now we're going to add the heel raise. So you're going to go up, heels up, lower the heel, lift the heel, and come down the hip. You go up, lower the heel, lift the heel, and lower your hips down. So you go up, the bottom leg lowers, lifts, lower the hip. Lift, bottom heel, lift, and lower. That way we get the lower leg actively working as well. Shh. And lower. One more. Lower, lift, hold. Now bring your heel down, arms reach up. You're going to take that leg all the way to the floor and come up. Lower and lift. Good. As you lower to where you can keep your stability of your opposite leg. So if you feel like you're rotating or dipping into the hip, you want to keep it low level and minimize the range of motion if that's the case. Better to be squared up with the hips and stable than going for big range. One more. And then lift and lower. Bend that knee. Opposite leg up. Right, so Pilates works not only core stabilization and core control or core centric exercises, but we're working mobility as well. So lift up. Oops, I forgot to lift the heel. Lift your heel up and lift up and lower from the pelvis. So again, take your hands to your hips. Can you keep the hips level so that as you go up and down, we're not swaying or tipping like a boat, right? We're not tipping like a boat as you go up and down. So let's add that heel up. So you go up, lower the heel, lift the heel, lower the hips. Hips up, heel down, lift, and lower. So we're just adding the other element of Pilates, which is coordination, right? So a big part of Pilates, Joseph Pilates' work was coordination. The nervous system working with your muscular system to figure out what it is we're doing, right? We're almost done. We're almost there. Shh. All right, now come up, lower your heel down, lower this leg. Now keep the hip square and lift. We lower and lift. So really tune into your gluteal because it tends to want to sag. No, not sag for real, but sag in this exercise. Sag for this exercise because you've all got great glutes, I'm sure, right? It's that it sags down. It sags down. When it sags down, we put pressure into your low back, right? You need it fired up so that there's no pressure. 2 more. Shh. Lift. 1 more. Lift and lower down. Hug your knees into your chest and gently rock. Whew. That was so fun. It went so fast. So quick. Okay. So now we're going to do rolling like a ball from Pilates. This is kind of fun. Okay? If you've never done it before, you're like, what are we doing? You're going to tuck in. You're going to take your hands to the outsides of your feet. Right? And you're going to rock your hips up, and you're going to try and come up and balance. And then you're going to roll back. And then come up. Keep the chin tucked. Roll into your shoulder blades. Roll up. This just feels really good on your spine. Or try and balance every single time. Balance. Balance when you get there. One more time, and we're going to hold the balance and hold. And lower your feet down, extend them out, and come into a forward bend. Let that tension go. Breathe. And then slowly roll yourself up. Inhale, lift up, walk one hip back, the other hip back, so you walk from one hip to the other. And while you're doing that, reach through the arms so you get longer through the torso, and then exhale the hands down. Okay. Fingertips behind you, lift up through the chest, come into a forward bend, fold forward. Tune into your breathing, your heart rate, try and bring everything down. I know today the class started so nice, right? Calmly moving into it. Then all of a sudden the energy went up, intensity went up, and now we're back down. Good. And then come up. So a little mermaid stretch, bend both knees, take it off to the side. So we're into that side. Take your hand to your bottom, your shin, and then side bend. And then place this hand on the floor. Reach and extend and open. Good. And then stay there. Extend the top leg out. Lift it up. Take a hold of your ankle and stretch. Wow. Okay. I'm feeling my thighs. Then bring this leg around. Cross it in front. And sit down. Okay. Come into your rotation. Hug this leg and turn towards the end of your mat. And then come back to the center and unwrap your body. Let's go the other way. All right, so come to the side and then side bend. Oh, I'm very, very tight on this side. Notice if one side is tighter than the other. Breathe. I think it's because as an instructor, we typically demo on one side and we don't often do the second side because we're busy then coaching. But in this video world, I'm doing both sides and I'm realizing what's going on in my body, okay? So take that hand down, good, and then lift up. Right? It's like, oh yes, okay, so I need to a little bit more work on mobility on the one side of my body. Anybody else finding out stuff about your body as you're doing your workouts? Good. And then bring yourself up, extend that leg out, take a hold of the ankle, open it up. Good, and then bring the leg in front, sit down, cross it over, good, and come into your seated twist. So coming into that seated twist, oh, I'm very tight. This whole side needs work. That's all I got to say. Breathe. And then unwind, unwrap the legs, come all the way around onto your knees. Coming into the knees underneath your hips. Kneeling position, inhale, raise up. Exhale. Good. Now I want you to think about what is your weaker leg, right or left? Now maybe you haven't explored which one it is. I know for sure, for me, it's my left leg. So whichever your weaker leg is, the one that doesn't want to lead, all right, step that leg forward and then stand up. Gracefully exhale, and thank you for coming to class today. So good to have you here. So good to have everybody coming out on a Saturday afternoon, because I know that sometimes Saturday afternoon can be like, will I just start my happy hour early or will I get into class? So I'm so glad that you showed up for class today. So here in Canada, some of you are from outside of Canada, it is the long weekend. So Sunday, Monday, we're off. All right, or I'm taking it off. So Sunday, Monday, I'm taking it off, but we're back on schedule for Tuesday. So I look forward to seeing Tuesday for yoga at noon. So until then, have a great rest of your weekend. Bye.